So we also need to talk about when not to practice Kriya, particularly the Kriya Pranayama, or pulling the current up through the spine. And you don't want to practice these techniques when you are unwell, when you don't feel good, when you're low on energy, when you're drained. You don't want to practice them if you're a woman when you're pregnant or when you're menstruating. Because when you're unwell, when you're pregnant, when you're menstruating, the body's energies need to be doing certain things, and they don't need to have the energy ascending up through the spine. So remember that. When you're menstruating, when you're pregnant, or when you're feeling unwell, or even emotionally imbalanced, that's not the time to do it. You want to do it when you have plenty of time, when you're relaxed, well-rested, and healthy. So what do you do when you can't do it? Because you do want to continue to meditate. Even if you're not well, even if you're sick, even if you're pregnant or menstruating, you can still meditate. Alternate nostril breathing, wonderful technique. You can do that anytime. Another technique that you can do is chanting through the chakras. And that is essentially by sitting up straight, turning your attention within, you bring your awareness down to the root chakra. And you mentally chant the syllable, the bija mantra, Lum. So I have my awareness at the root chakra, and I'm chanting Lum, 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 Lum repeatedly, feeling as though that every time I say Lum, I feel that resonate within the root chakra. I pull the attention up to the second chakra, the genital region, and then I mentally chant Vum, V-U-M, Vum, 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 and so on, internally, feeling that each time I can feel that mantra pulsating within the chakra. Pull it up to the third chakra. Feel my awareness in the belly button region, the part of the back behind the belly button, the navel. Mentally chant Rum, R-U-M, Rum, 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 and so on. Pull my awareness up to the heart chakra. Feel the heart, the space between the shoulder blades. In my back, mentally chant Yum, Y-U-M. Pull the awareness up to the throat chakra. Feel the throat, the neck. Mentally chant Hum, 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 repeatedly, quietly, internally. Pull the awareness up to the spiritual eye. Here, mentally chant Om, 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 and so on. Then pull the awareness up to the crown chakra. Feel the crown, the space maybe just slightly above the head. Chant Bum, B-U-M, Bum, 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 Bum. Do that again. And then you pull your awareness down to the spiritual eye, chanting Om for a little while. Down to the throat, chanting Hum. Down to the heart, chanting Yum. The navel region, chanting Rum. The second chakra, chanting Vum. And the root chakra, chanting Lum. We're not done yet. Then we pull it back up. So first chakra, Lum. Second chakra, Vum. Third chakra, Rum. Fourth chakra, Yum. Fifth chakra, Hum. Sixth chakra, Om. Seventh chakra, Bum. And once you complete that series and you're back up at the seventh chakra, then you hold your awareness at the seventh chakra and continue to chant Bum, 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 Bum for a couple minutes or so. Then release the mantra and simply sit with your awareness at the crown. So we move through that kind of quickly, but essentially you get the idea. We're going through the chakras from the bottom up, then from the top down, and from the bottom up one more time, concluding at the crown chakra. And each time you move your awareness through a chakra, stay there the same amount of time, so don't rush. Take your time, same amount of time on each chakra with each mantra. And that's a very good meditation technique that you can use when you can't do Kriya Pranayama. This is also a good meditation technique. You can use it any time, really. If you want to do an extended practice, extended meditation practice, we'll add this in there. Repeat it a few times. And that helps keep you engaged, helps keep you internalized, centered within that spinal pathway. And it doesn't interfere with the movement of the energies within your body, your being, and your consciousness. Another simple technique that you can use whenever you can't practice Kriya is a simple mantra, So Hum. And what I like to do is bring my awareness to the spiritual eye, hold my awareness there, and as I inhale, I simply hear the syllable so in my awareness. As I exhale, I mentally hear the syllable hum within my awareness. Inhale, so. Exhale, hum. All the while keeping my awareness here. And do that for as long as it takes to move into a silent place, a place where you are alert and awake and aware of existence being. And then just stay there for as long as you can before you conclude your meditation practice. So these are two techniques that you can use. You can use them at any time, really. Otherwise, do the Kriya practices from the previous video. Now, you want to make sure that when you are practicing meditation that you have a systematic approach, which means that, let's say you're not ready, you don't feel you're ready for the advanced procedures that we talked about in the previous video. So you just want to do alternate nostril breathing and the Sushumna breathing. The preliminary practices getting you towards initiation in these advanced Kriya Pranayama techniques. Well, you want to know that you're going to sit for 20 minutes, and you're going to do the alternate nostril breathing first, sit for a while, and you're going to do the Sushumna breathing next, and sit for a while. When the time's up, you get up and you do your thing. If you are already using the Kriya procedures that we discussed previously, then you want to know that you're going to do the life force arousal technique, just pulling the current up through to the third chakra 4 times, and you're going to sit for a moment in the silence. Then you're going to practice the Kriya Pranayama 14 times. Once you pull it all the way up to the spiritual eye and the crown chakra, you're going to sit in the silence. And then you're going to practice the Jyoti Mudra, as we discussed. And then when the time is up, you go about your day. If you are not practicing the Kriya procedures because you're not well, or, as I said, you're menstruating or pregnant, then you want to decide, okay, for 10 minutes I'm going to practice chanting through the chakras. For 10 more minutes, I'm going to practice So Hum mantra. And then for 10 more minutes, I'm going to sit in the silence. The better you can create a regular routine, the easier it is for your consciousness to condition itself or decondition itself to experience that state of clarity. If you're confused about what you're going to do or you're not sure, the techniques aren't going to work that well. So you need to be very decisive. And that's the trick. You have to be decisive yet surrendered, right? So you have to be decisive to set up the procedure to access the silence. But then while you are alert, surrender into the silence. And that takes practice. You start to get the hang of it, and then you get better at it. And then it's natural. Then you just do the procedure a few times and you're already there. And if you are meditating, and let's say you're doing Kriya Pranayama, you've done it 14 times, and you just find yourself in this crystal clear existence being state. Don't interrupt that. Don't think, well, I have to do Jyoti Mudra. Just stay there. That's what you're aiming for. It's not about techniques. It's about that state of existence being. Stay there until your time is up. So do what it takes to get there, but once you're there, don't mess with it. Stay there. So these are the things that you can do. Chanting through the chakras, So Hum mantra, whenever you can't practice Kriya Pranayama. Next up. Next up, we'll talk about how to practice self-inquiry. Because when you do a longer, extended Kriya practice, and you're nice and calm, remember we talked earlier in the very first video about this, about how once you experience tranquility and peace and stability, then you've got the proper foundation for really profound contemplation that leads to that direct experience of what you are. So once you're in that state of calm, peaceful awareness generated by the practice, then you can ask, what am I? And really want to know, what is my relationship to God and the divine? What is this life all about? You can contemplate these questions and get answers. And eventually you ask all the questions, you get all the answers, and you won't need anything else because you will know on an inner level everything that you need to when you need to know it. So that'll be the next video, going into contemplation, how to utilize contemplation after a Kriya practice. Have a good day.